Can we see it? Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust. We're playing on the PC version, unfortunately. I mean, it's cool, but like, you know, we really want to be playing this on console, but we'll make do with this. So we're checking out the it would be the May update that's happening. What's today? Sunday? On Thursday. We're on the staging branch here just to check out some of the new things. We have night vision. We've got what else? Night vision, like the notification block, which has some really cool implications. And then we'll be going over to the actual live branch, and then we'll be doing a helicopter or a mini copter racetrack. As we are waiting for the wipe that's going to happen on Thursday, we could still go over to official and like do some actual cheat clapping and stuff. But the hope is that when the boys sign in, we'll do a little bit of PvP arena in our custom server on the live branch, if that makes sense. What's up? We got NFG, we got Dead Memes, we got Smalls, we got Toxic, Samus. Did I say that right? Connor. This is All Goad, Q Master. What's up? We got Gunner. What's up? Jensen, this guy. It says, Alex Brown says, how can I contact you in front of you? I mean, we do have the Discord. What's up? The most recent info we have on the beta is here, and that's the best estimate for the window. Yeah. Is this on console? No, not yet. I wish. What's up? We got Zilly Fate. What's up, man? So yeah, we're checking out the changes for the May update. So there's some stuff going on here. We got here. Oh, my doctor. What's up, baby? This is May Square Up. What's up, man? Thank you very much, Doctor, with the most generous super chat. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the beta information, the most recent beta information will be for obviously PlayStation and the Xbox. Yeah, and it looks like Nightbot finally caught up. Thank you again, Doctor, for the super chat. What's up, baby? I know. Oh man, that sun goes quick. So apparently, it's kind of cool that this is still out here. Okay, so since they're testing out the night vision, apparently it gets dark really fast. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do. Oh, cool! I got another pair of night vision goggles. That's perfect. How bright is that for you guys? Is that... What's that? It says, do you still think the beta will come in May? I think there is a possibility. I think it's less likely, but again, as the commits come through, I think we'll have a better idea. Because just looking at the list, I can tell they're really knocking it out. So I think as time progresses over the next few weeks, I think we'll have a better idea. So, will you switch to PS4? Possibly with a new generation of consoles. I don't know about Switch, but I mean, I'll definitely get the new generation of consoles. I had a PS4, I just gave it away. And then, instead of re-upping again, we've got the new consoles around the corner, so I was like, yeah, I'll wait for that. What's up? It says, hey Jay, do you think Gary at Facepunch will announce the beta release a couple of days before release? I'm not sure. Oh my goodness! We got the dono train going here. First we had Doctor, and now we have Gunner. He says, pan down and show me them feet. Let's see them feet. I forget this server is, obviously this is on the staging branch. So we've got, she's kind of got potato feet. Dirty feet. Dude, last time we tried 3.9, you were probably there, I think. Yeah, I think you were there for a little bit. Dude, I kept crashing, and I don't even know why. It's crazy. Dirty feet. Yeah, very excited for the Rust beta, for sure. This is you nasty. What's up, Nova? Yo. Okay, so one of the major things I wanted to try, and this will give us a better idea of what's in the list here. Under the electrical, we have the smart alarm and we have the smart switch. We also have the water pump, which is cool. I guess the powered water purifier, the electric heater. Oh, it's just so cool. I think, is it the fluid combiner? Ooh, baby. I wonder if that has to be powered or not. Oh, there's so many cool things. And basically, this is coming Thursday to the main branch. Uses splurge. It says it'll come out on both. Yeah, they're coming out at the same time. It was never an issue of like one would come out before the other. Beta is different than early access. We talk about the. Will it come out on PS4 or PS5? PS4 and Xbox One, and then you can play it on the PS5 and on the Series X, if that makes sense. Basically, the next generation console as well as. You know what I mean? Okay. I forget what this server has. Because we're going to be doing a lot of custom stuff here. So we got items build electric 2. Let me see if I can build something, right? Yeah, this isn't our server, so I'm a little lost. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. I'm lost. Can we make our own fireplace? Maybe? It says, would you receive an email getting a code of the early beta on Rust? It's not like an early access, it's just the beta. It's the open beta for us. What's this? Oh, look, this one guy says, thanks for banning me, you a-hole. I was like, that's cool. Watch this. That's a one button. Ta-da! No problem. You see how easy that was? This guy, look at the chat, didn't even see that guy existed. He just got domed. This Fleet Week coming up for SC. Ooh. Star Citizen, hey. Yay, yay. Okay, so did I craft a couple things? Alright, so check it out. How bright that is. Let me see what that looks like in the preview. On the stream preview. Is it like obnoxious? Yeah, so they accelerated nighttime just so we could experiment with this little guy. At least on this server. Wait, what am I doing? Can anyone play the beta? I think you have to sign up. I don't know if there's a stipulation between like you having to pre-order it or not. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Nightbot shut him down. Yeah, it did. This is, yeah, Gary's son can play. I mean, yeah. What's up, Diego? X-Gamer says, can anybody play the game? The beta, I think I got that one. What do we think? Do we want to build the course first, or do we want to experiment with the new stuff? What do you think, chat? 1 for the new stuff, or 2 for the course. We'll both be making a primitive bow arena, and then also a mini copter track, racetrack. Does that make sense? Hooray! No, you're right. It says, while you're here, says, is that night vision or am I stupid? No, sir, you are correct. I believe that's a level 2. Alright, so let's get the old worky bench. Let me see if I can turn on, sorry, I like, the staging branch doesn't always have everything. Is it items? Oh. There we go. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Did we get what? Oh, nice. Okay, we did. Alright, so we have the basics. Good, good, good. Yep, definitely night vision was added in relatively recently. Oh, I think because the helo's outside. I think that's why. Alright, so check it out. I think we can do this. Oopsie. What's up? Hey, this is 2. What was 2 again? Was 2 the track? And 1 was I forget. I don't know when they're gonna do the release. What's up, Davies? Is Gunner in here? Oh, there he is. There he is. 1 and 2. What's up? What's up, dear Mushly Arms? Look at this. Bam. Learned it. Another? Sure. Let's go. Is a door camper's wet dream? Yeah. Can you imagine just sitting there with like... And what's cool is you recharge this on the bench. See how I just refilled it because I'm standing in front of it? How cool is that? And it takes duration, or durability damage, excuse me. Everybody should get it, Brian. As far as I know. Pretty wild, right? I can't wait. Gonna be good. So 2 was the track, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, 2 was the track. Thank you, gamer. Okay, all right, done. Here we go. Y'all ready? Bam. Beep boo. Now this one, I won't be disoriented because we have full access on this one, so we can do lots of different things. And your boy's got notes, because I'm a huge nerd. But that's okay. Hey Jade, do you have an Xbox, don't you? I do. I have a One X. I had a One X and a PlayStation 4, but I gave away the PlayStation 4, so now I'm waiting for the new generation. Right. It's like Jaws, you never know when. Yeah, you're telling me, right? Oh my goodness. Basically, and I said this before, but I'll say it again because I am worried about this. Obviously, we find ourselves in a current situation. I just hope I'm not sick when it comes out. But rest assured, if I'm physically able, I will still be dragging my way. What did he say? Stephanie, what now? Says, oh, bot all boys. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad. I don't know why the auto thing stopped. Anyways, to go back to the beta stuff, we're going to be playing it so hard. Again, maining it on console, obviously. We want to play the beta for as long as possible. So, like, our recruitment stuff won't be open during the beta. It'll just be the crew that we already have. But when the release comes out, we will have a system for verification. It won't be immediate, but we'll try to get it. Like, after the beta's done, we'll have a better idea of how we're going to do it, if that makes sense. And then we'll proceed from there. But, like, the beta, we just want to focus on playing. But, again, if I am sick, I'm going to be so mad. But if I'm physically able to sludge my way over to my chair, I will do it. I will do so. All right, so we have full access here. This should look familiar. Isn't this Razor Tube set? I think it is. Look at this guy. Hey, Sleepy. Hey, Hey, buddy. You want to catch a trident? Just kidding. And then I've got basically admin controls, so we can fly around and spawn it whatever we desire. So, chat, let's go look for some excellent terrain for us. By the way, you're looking at a standard size map. This is going to be the standard size map that we will get for the PlayStation and the Xbox. 4,250 units. And this is a procedurally generated map. So what does that mean? It will change with every wipe. Things will be in different locations. Sometimes you won't have a launch site. Sometimes you will. Very cool. Let's just take a look around, see what suits our fancy. How close are we? What's up? This is how do you become an admin? Oh, this is our own custom server. Things should look familiar here, yes. Here, this will look, when somebody asks me this, watch this. When somebody asks me this, I'm already ready. Notice we don't have those extra goodies here. That's because we're on the line branch. When someone's like, hey, when's that Rust beta? I was like, I got you, B. And I'll be like, yo. Doesn't this look familiar? It should. You'd be like, it's coming soon. Anyways, we'll keep going. I like elevation changes for the old Hilo. We'll just keep flying around until we find something that we like. Just fly up the hill, snow area. Okay, gotcha. Alright, let's take a look. Some of these guys, maybe? The satellite dish? Okay, we'll find the yellow marker. There it is. Alright, let me go up higher. Okay, so this is a standard size map. Are you getting a good idea of just how big this is? And it's been confirmed that there will be 100 players at least in the official servers. 100 players. Now just imagine this teaming with people that want to steal your stuff. Pretty great, right? Jade, how much do you think it'll cost? I'm just assuming it's gonna be full price. I actually don't know. There's been no indication. But again, I've said before, this is one of the few games I will be totally fine paying full price and pre-ordering and this might be the only one I pre-order this year, just because AAA studios have done me so dirty. I know, right? In UK pounds, I'm not sure. The estimation, full price would be 60 USD, right? So whatever that converts to in pounds. How many were on this before? I know there's specialty servers. Here's the thing. I know because we have like all the. Okay, so you've got what PlayStation, the base version, right? Like the OG. That's what I call it. And then you have the Xbox OG. Then you have the S for the Xbox, and then you have the X. So basically, the consoles that are in the same bracket would be the PlayStation 4 Pro and this Xbox One X, right? I think because they need to make sure that the OGs and the Pros work together, I think that's why they're kind of keeping it at 100. But I think when we have our own servers kind of popping up, I know servers here can support hundreds of players. So only time will tell. But I know for sure. I think I'm going to get shot at. I know for sure it's 100 for the console. Okay, cool. I'm not going to get shot at. Great. Or will I? Or will I? PC is 450 max. I think it's going to go up. I think once they figure out what the stability is, and especially with the next generation consoles, I think it's going to go up. That's me speculating 100%. I actually don't know. But, yeah. I know for sure it's 100, though. That has been confirmed. Know what I mean? It says, do you think they'll announce the beta before it comes out, or do you think they're just going to surprise us? Here's what I think. I think they're going to... I think we'll see it on the site first. And then I think we'll start to get emails. And this is me speculating. I honestly don't know. But with the way Gary does stuff, it's really hard to say, because he kind of just does whatever he wants, you know? And it's cool. And honestly, I have all the confidence in the world that this is going to be a great release just because of the amount of time he's taken to do this. He could have very easily rushed this, and he didn't. And I know since we're kind of, I mean, I love DayZ and stuff, but I know since we're dealing with DayZ's current state, I think we can all maybe appreciate the fact that having a more complete product is good, even though it really, really hurts to wait. Oh, by the way, in the new update on Thursday, they finally capped this off. Oops, hang on. See how the low detail pops in? That's for the consoles. Yeah, so this is the place we used to come up. This is the train yard. We used to fly up here, if you've watched this on stream, and then you could drop off one of your players here, and then skip, whoop, let me just get on the ground, skip the puzzle, and just grab all this high tier loot. Like, go get it! But apparently, to stop the quick progression stuff, they put a grate on top, so we can no longer drop in using a helicopter. Believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? Here, let's spawn one. Mini Copter. I can't spell. Dude, I'm so bad at spelling. Hang on, I see the chat going. I'll catch it in a sec. Ooh, 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 boop, scoobity boop. Okay, let's get our... There we go. We'll fly this little guy around. So yeah, basically if you got a duo or more, this is really good for quick progression. But you do need radiation protection. That's for sure. But still, the train yard is a great place to get good loot, always. And we'll just be focused more on the puzzle, which is the way the game was intended to be played, which is fine. We can show you guys how to do that stuff. Okay, says, are the primetime hours for Rust similar to those in DayZ? It's been so long. Yeah, there'll be different time zones, different regions and stuff, so I have a feeling this game will be hammered around the clock, and I think early prediction, not only during the beta, but during release and even months into the release, waiting queues will be very common. You know, let's put it this way. They hit a record for concurrent players, as players at the same time. It was like 125,000 on PC. I am positive we are going to at least double that on the day of the beta. At least. Right? Call me crazy. Says, is there a pyramid? No, not yet. What's up? Darren says, hello, Jay. What's up? It says, do you have any news on when they will fix DayZ? That's the thing. Good question. Okay. And I love DayZ, right? Like I love the game, even though I know it's got issues right now and stuff, and we're waiting for updates and we're playing on console and all that good stuff. But like, dude, I have heard nothing. And I mean nothing. I see these postcard contests. Oh no, okay, that's cool and all, but like for real, give us like an idea. Be like, hey, we're working on something, right? Anything, something. You know, even if it doesn't work, I'm cool. Just tell us you're doing something other than a postcard contest. I get the social media aspect of it and like doing that. That's cool to engage the community. But like, I think all of us are chomping at the bit saying, hey, no offense or anything, but what's up? You know, especially after seeing these crazy articles with their main studio shutting down, or one of the studios shutting down. I don't know if you guys saw that. Probably did. But I mean, it doesn't mean they're like gone. It just means that one of the studios shuttered, which was probably their plan all along. But you know, anyways, he says, "How are you doing today?" Excellent. He says, "In Rust, which TC? Wait, it says which is the TC when I said the 1 day, 20 hours, and 50 seconds? Is that the day in Rust or in real life? That is real time. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Yeah, we'll show you. We'll go over to Razor's set and be like, "What's up?" That's an excellent question because that is definitely unique to this game. I haven't seen any other game do that. And it is one of those things that you want to figure out right away. And another reason why all the different stuff that the videos that we're putting out and have put out are hopefully going to help answer those questions because there's so many different ways to play this game. So like just because we show you a way to do it doesn't mean that's the end all be all. If anything, we're going to give you a foundation and then you can build on it. And there's always people are always coming up with new ways to play this game. Bohemia's in a little trouble to be honest. I know. I'm worried. I hope that they still have the whatever they have scheduled for this year still goes. And again, I'm speculating here, but we already know. And again, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but we already know Bohemian Interactive has a hard time getting consistent updates that work when there's no situation going on, right? Like there's no lockdown. Now that there is a lockdown, I'm like, you know? And, you know, to be fair, that's kind of we don't have like a purely capitalistic market. That's kind of how it goes. Just saying. You know what I mean? There's a reason why communism isn't great, or why some communism embraces capitalism. Am I right? Like, here's the thing: if there's no innovation, if there's no incentive to do something better, would you? I mean, if you do a better game, that means you're not going to get a raise. In the most simplest of terms, right? So you're going to probably just do what you got to do to get by, right? That tends to be how things settle in. So I don't know. I mean, this is me just throwing it out there, but I'm seriously worried. And the fact that they haven't announced anything, we haven't seen anything in the PC chain, it worries me. It worries me a lot. And I could be totally wrong. Maybe they come out with an update tomorrow, and that would be great, you know, and we'd be showing you guys what's up. But yeah, it concerns me. It concerns me a lot. Does I want to play this game so bad? Honestly, I would stay. What's up, Kimmy? What's up? I'm sorry if I missed somebody in chat. It says Rusty C. What are you doing today? Behemoth. He says it sucks because I bought it a week ago and I feel like they just gave up on their game. And that's the other thing. There was a lot of chatter on social media with people talking like big creators, like good creators. You know, like there's a lot of great creators in the DayZ space, and I'm sure you guys know a lot of them. But like, even though like the really big ones were saying some stuff, and it's like, man, wouldn't you, if you're the game studio, wouldn't you come out and say something? You know, like you don't have to engage in whatever, but like say something to like give people, because the stuff those big creators were saying were like kind of on the money, and it's like we're scared. We love the game. We want it to succeed, and the fact that they've kind of gone silent and just done this postcard project again, it's like, and I get that it's separate people making those decisions. Like there's the social media person, and then there's the people that make those official announcements. But it's a little disheartening to like not see, you know, progress. Is that just me or am I crazy? It says, what do you use the keycards for? Excellent question. Oh, sweet. He says, I believe Deadside is a TC system. Ooh, that's dope. Bohemian should be still in a restart development. And honestly, with stuff like Dead Side, Dead Matter, and Rust coming out, like, come on, guys. Like, I love DayZ, and we'll still play DayZ, but like, I know a lot of us are kind of waiting for the update. You know what I mean? And like I said, we'll still play it in its current state and stuff, even if this is the last update. I'm not saying it is, but I don't know, man. It's disheartening. Here's the TC. So when you have all this stuff in here, this is the 24-hour requirement, and that is in real time, yes. So we're protected for 1 day, 17 hours, and 51 minutes and 9 seconds. I forget what the tick rate is where it starts to take these down. It's like 6 or 8 in an hour or something like that. I forget what it is, but you get the idea. So here's one of the main principles you'll see us talk about all the time. You'll see it in videos now that we've done, in future videos. It's not about the expansion you can do now. It's about, can you keep up with this cost at all times? That is the biggest mistake I see everybody make, from veterans to beginners, all the way in between. People get too big too fast, and they dedicate themselves to a cost that they can't maintain 2 days from now. And remember, these resources here are resources that you can get and you don't have to do anything to it. But these resources, fragments and high quality, you have to refine before you can use them. So like, that time is a real easy gotcha for most people when they play the game. And even for veterans, I see big groups get big so fast, and the next day I see their base melting. Just melting. And I'm like, cool, we'll just sift through your stuff whenever your walls go down, right? Thanks a lot, sucker. Anyways, let's go find a spy, yes? Yes, it is real time, Toxic. What's up, Sniper says hello. Says, hey Jade, it says, does everyone that signed up for the beta get a code? Because it would suck if the beta came out, but my friends don't. I think so. I think that's what they're planning on. It says, Jade, I have a question. Never participated in a beta before. When you download the beta and it ends, do you have to pay for it after? I don't think so, no. The beta, some beta programs happen now where like you pre-order and then you can do the beta. And then it's basically you get to preview it before it actually comes out. That'll be our first glimpse at seeing the beta for this game, like on console. Like the very first time we'll see it. We've only seen pictures. We've only seen, so like it's a way basically to experience the game before it's finished. And they're gonna do it to test the servers, and I guarantee you we are going to break it. Says, if you pre-order the game, do you get anything special? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Eric says, what do you use keycards for? Okay, good question. Let's go answer that. Let's go find one of the easiest ones to do, actually. Our good friend, the Harbor. Xgamer says, how do I sign up for the beta? If you go to... man, I hope I do it right, because I don't want to send you the wrong place. It's rustonconsole.com, or just go to Facepunch's website. I don't think I have metal fragments on this dude. Okay, I gotta remember not to hit spacebar. Doodaloo. Yeah, Dead Side looks interesting for sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, we might hit trees! That's bad. I'm invincible, so I don't melt on that. I'm really good at flying. Okay, let's just do it this way. This might be faster. I'm a good pilot. You text in chat? Yeah. Look at this. I got the auto run on. Look at me go. Doot, 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 doot. I just hope I send you the right place. I just want to... You know how you misspell something, you go to some place you really didn't ever want to see or go? What's up? Okay. TWS is rustonconsole.com. I think that's it. Somebody brave enough to go check that out. It says, how do you... Okay, another good question. How do you know how far the TC reaches? I always wondered. Okay. So when you do have what's called building access, which is when you're authorized on a TC, in the lower right-hand corner, you see how it says too hot? And you've got the health bar. You'll see a bar that says, it looks like a single Lego brick, and it'll say building privilege. That's how you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Okay, so key cards are used for two things, really. You can trade them in at the bandit camp for scrap. Scrap is like the currency that drives everything in this game. It also drives research in the BP system and progression in general. It's just a key resource. So you either swap them in for scrap, or you use them to solve the puzzles at monuments. And let me show you. I forget, is it a resource or is it a component? I don't think I remember. What is it? No. Yes? Is it it's miscellaneous. Okay, so we'll do one of these, one of these, one of these. I think component is, yep, okay. Let me show you what it does. I had some dirty meat for dinner, and it's great. I can taste it every time. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, what's a monument? Hang on a sec. Okay, thanks for waiting. Sorry. What's up, guys? What's up? Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay for sure. We're still adapting to the new YouTube system and stuff. I think we can shave off some of the latency. But anyways, okay, so monuments. Monuments are all over the place. We have a gas station. We have the sewer branch. We have the harbor, which is where we're at. We have the giant excavator pit. Yeah, it was an emergency. Nah, it's all good. No way for Jade. He said BRB. Yeah, sorry. What's up? Oh, Keegan, what's up, baby? What's up? Welcome back, Daddy. Okay, so monuments will have puzzles inside. A lot of times you'll see loose resources laying around. This is the harbor we're currently in. And if you choose, you can take it to the next level and solve the puzzles that are here. But these are what's called, in like game development parlances, this would be like a point of interest. So you have higher tier loot around here, or loot that people want to gather. So you're going to have other players here often. And there's various degrees of cover. And again, since this is procedural, I mean, obviously the layout for these are similar. But I mean, the surrounding areas and some of these layouts do change. So like, you don't always know where the loot's going to be. So you have to adapt. And as a matter of fact, I'm not sure what I'm not sure what this one does. See right here, we got some stuff right here. But you can solve the puzzle. Did they change this? Am I crazy? So the puzzles are different for each monument, and you can do them, and based off of how many fuses or key cards you have to use, you will get more loot, and it'll lead you further into the monument itself. And it's usually, if it's high tier loot, there's going to be people around for sure. Did this change? Or did I get a different variation? Okay, so basically, we will stick a fuse inside, and we'll have a limited amount of time, and we'll have to go use the key card. What we're going to do is follow this cable. Did they change this? Oh, they kind of did. Or maybe this is another variant. Okay, cool. So this is a green door. We would use a green card, but the door's not active as there's no power. So in order for us to do so, we're going to go over here and activate this. I don't think I've ever seen this configuration before. I'm like totally thrown off by this. So when we stick the fuse in, the fuse will start to take durability damage. We'll hit the switch. Now the power is going over here. What's up? And we'll take the green card. And if you have another player, they can actually take the fuse out so we have a longer battery life. Oh, look at this. We can pick up a blue card here, and we'll get higher tier loot. Well, usually. That wasn't super great. But then we can go back, and if there's no power in the door, that's an emergency open. And again, if you have two players, the other player can pop out the fuse, and you can use it for longer because you didn't use as much durability. And then look, you've got these different... Let me just go ahead and spawn this in real quick. These are good for melee. You take out the fuse, and you can use it again. Bingo! And you see the card and the fuse both have durability damage. So you can use them until they break. Or, if you have an abundance of these, as they don't stack, the only reason it stacks here is because I spawned it in, you can then recycle these. Let's go ahead and find the recycler. Hopefully that's in the same place. I didn't know this changed. Yeah. Hagens says, how are you, Jade? I'm doing well. We get to play some Rusty Poo. It's been a minute since we streamed, so want to make sure we're giving some Rusty Poo love. Yes. I am totally thrown off by this. So another cool thing is, since we have boats and stuff, you can like, and this is something I don't see a lot of people do. I mean, people do it, but it's just not common. Since one of the recyclers is accessible here by the water line, it's a good place to go with less people around. I'm not saying you're going to be uncontested, because you definitely will be. This is Rust, but a lot of times you can sneak up here via the water, and most people will miss it. Because people are focused on the larger monuments that have bigger payouts. Because you'll often find finding the balance between what you can get away with is going to be just as important as, like, you know, where you're going to get your loot. Because you're going to see there's going to be so many people. Is that a boat ski? It is. Where is the recycler? Here, I'm telling you guys about the recycler, and now I can't find it. Good one, Jade. Good one. I signed up. He says, is that all I have to do? So far, yeah. M54I, thank you for the subscribe on YouTube, and Just Silence, thank you for the subscribe on the tubes of you. Yes. Here, now I'm flying around because I need to find out where this is. Normally I don't fly around like this, but we're in our own custom server, so whatever. Man, maybe they took the recycler away over here, or maybe just this configuration doesn't have it. Man, there was always a recycler on the edge here, and I don't see it at all. Huh. There's always a recycler at all the monuments. Oh, nope, scratch that. The dome does not have one, at least that I know of. Alright, so if this is the configuration of the harbor that I think it is, there should be a recycler over here. Yes, there is. Go me. There it is. Alright, so let's say we have a bunch of these, right? This is more realistic. We'll throw this on the ground because they don't actually stack. Let's say we have a bunch of these and we're like, cool, we're done doing monuments. We don't need these. We take all these extra guys and throw them in the old recycler. But it makes a ton of noise, and other people can kill you and take whatever's in the recycler. He says, imagine cross-platform, shaking my head. Cross-platform between PC and console is not going to happen. Cross-platform between console to console is going to happen. So, just to clarify. So does that answer your question for the key cards? And then as the monuments change, there's different types of puzzles for them. I'm like spawning things in that are unrealistic right now. Dude, my aim is great. You would loot him. These are different areas to grab more loot. It says, what does what even do? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back to flying mode. I forgot where we were. Where were we? I don't remember where we were going. I don't even know anymore. Let me go up a little bit higher so you can see what's up. Aimbot? For me? Hell no. Never ever, sir. Never ever. I wish Face Punch could put the controller layout on their Twitter or Instagram. Probably they're still working on it. That's probably why they haven't yet. What's up? Scorpio says, do you remember me? The name doesn't ring a bell yet. Gaming Maximus. This is the most recent info that we have currently. Yes. Oh, here, let's make it daytime too. Okay, so we're focusing on the what do you call it? Jeez, I just stroked out the course. Jeez. I want to do an automated thing with the Rust electricity too, but we'll probably make the chorus first and then make the adjustment later. It's definitely electricity heavy, but it has a lot of implications because we'll also be able to use it for many other things. We'll use it for like a checkpoint race gate later, but if that makes any sense, probably not. Okay. So when we're doing the race course with the mini copters, we need a lot of elevation change. And even like areas where we can swoop down and go through the trees and stuff. If you sign up, they might or will send you a beta code. As far as I know, they will. Just not ready yet. The best gun in the game is whatever you have the most resources to make bullets for, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of people get hyper-focused on what the best gun is. Honestly, if you're talking about, like, the AK is money. Where's the AK? Where are you? The AK is good, but, like, the AK also takes some skill to shoot, and is extremely expensive. So let's say you go out in the wild and you don't know how to use this, and you get clapped with it. you just walked out the door with like $5,000. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of money. And like I think for me personally, unless you've got a lot of cheese, if you've got your first AK, it's probably better served being in a turret in your base when you first start off. And there's other guns too that are more comparable to this. Not to mention this AK is a workbench 3, which also makes it, you're not going to get it in early games. So other weapons like that are tier or workbench 1 or workbench 2, a good weapon close range is the DB. Another good one is the Python, that's workbench 2. Revolver is good. The semi, a lot of times I'll take a semi over an AK just because of its cost. This still shoots 5.56, and it's way cheaper to produce. Because remember, you're always risking what you farmed and what you researched. So every time you step out that door, you better make damn sure you're coming back with more loot than what you left with. Especially when you get clapped. That's the push and pull of all survival games, isn't it? It says, so showing your map on stream could make it easy to identify which server you're on. Yeah, but this is our own custom server, so if somebody comes in that's not verified, we'll just ban them. You know what I mean? As a PI and security advisor says, I have a tip to prevent stream snipers. When the game finally gets released, it says, with every map being procedurally generated, each server will have a unique map. Correct. M249. M249 is mean, but it's also quite unruly, and it only comes in drops. But it's a great turret weapon. Very unruly. But like you'll see us definitely with like the Python or the semi. Python takes standard pistol bullets, and this guy takes the 5.56. 5.56 being the heavier round. So like you'll see us use this one. I think this takes pistol bullets and makes them quite devastating. And you'll see it again. We're gonna do like a small arena too when the boys sign on. Should be like in an hour or two. I gotta sneeze. Oh my goodness. What about the M2? The M2... Oh, the pistol? Yeah, that pistol's legit, but it's only one you can buy at the bandit camp. Yes, you can. Gunner says, can you stick a machine gun in a turret? Yes, that is our preferred turret protection. If you look here, what's cool about these turrets is you can put whatever weapon you want in there for the most part, except rockets and... Yeah, pretty much you can almost stick every weapon in there. And then, here, we'll shut these off and I'll show you. M249, baby. Watch out, deauthorize these guys. They would destroy me. Oh, as a matter of fact, you know what? We'll just authorize, and then I'll just drop in a scientist. How about that? Oh, look at my legs. They're all messed up. That's definitely... the model's bending in ways it shouldn't. Hilarious. Okay, so we'll spawn in a scientist, and you'll see. This isn't the best bunker thing that we've set up, but, like, it gets the job done. We'll spawn in like a little scientist man right here, and he'll be like, I'm rowdy. I think I know how to spell this name. We'll find out. Scientist and tist. See you later. Yeah, let's put one over here. He dead. Other players. Those scientists have way more health than players. Players don't stand a chance. Now, but the other thing is, you gotta put ammo in there, and you gotta have power. See you later. So, since this is our own custom server and to prevent people from coming in, this generates power. This isn't typically in an official server. You would have to collect it through wind or solar and then store it. This always generates a constant 100. So, but in the normal game loop, you would have to store that power, and then you would see that signature, that footprint on the exterior of the base, and then you would to attack the base, you would say, okay, how do we want to deconstruct their power? There's a whole, like, nuance to that. And that's if they have turrets outside. Maybe they stuck them on the inside. You know, there's lots of different ways to do turrets. And I think a lot of people don't do it enough. Electricity is your best friend in this game. It's so legit. Even if, like, you don't understand it, just finding a tutorial or something to show you the basics of how to do a step-by-step, that's enough. Like, you don't need to necessarily know how it works. It helps, but, I mean, if you're like, hey, I need a turret configuration, I don't need to know how to do electricity, like, we're going to be making videos for that, for the people that are like, look, I just need a template to follow, and I'll just do this every time. And then we'll also have videos that also go over electricity. They're like, hey, here's the idea behind this, and now you can use it in different ways. Kimmy says. Keegan says, are you doing an event sort of thing? Oh, right now? Yeah, when the boys get on, if you want to come on, we can mess around and do some primitive bow fighting. I need to get better. And, you know, teach you some of the ropes and stuff. It's always good to dial in your, Gunner said bless you. It's always good, thank you. It's always good to dial in those old bow skills, my boy. Yeah, so basically, people are always like, AKs. Honestly, I'm all over the place. To go back to the original question, what's the best weapon in the game? I oftentimes will steal people's AKs instead of making them. Because you will get to a point in a wipe where you're blowing people's stuff down, or bases are getting wrecked around you, or you're destroying them, and you will oftentimes get other people's AKs. I usually just go with that. They're nice, but man, they're expensive. Very, very expensive. Look at this. Here, let's get on brand, right? It's Jade Monkey, yes. And we did find, dare I say, I think we're the first ones to even confirm this. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter who confirmed it or not. We did find out that the skin system is being planned for the Xbox and the PlayStation. And it looks like the currency for it's going to be Rust coins. Oh, there's a banana on the end. Legit. Okay, cool. Keegan says, let me finish some homework. Perfect. We'll just, like, make an arena. That's good. And then Kimmy says, are you going to play the test server? Yeah. That's the game plan. He says, would a solar panel produce electricity if the sun shines through a window onto it? That is a good question, Dylan. That's an excellent question. No, it does not. It has to have exposure to the sky for that to work. All right. Now, this set's going to look awfully familiar. Sorry, I'm flying a lot. I don't typically do that, but we're on our test server, so. I wonder when cars will be in Rust. Yeah, that's the question, right? I like all the questions, guys. I like them. Good stuff. Yeah, well, here's the other thing. So, there was, I don't even know if this, look at my legs, they're so messed up. So, the sun, you want to set your solar panels in the east and west because of the way the sun sets. And you will get at various times, the highest output you can have on one solar panel is 20 units of power, which is, they call it like Rust watt minutes. I'll show you. This is going to be a fairly good. So do you think Rust Council is going to have toxic players? Oh yeah, for sure. Let that AK run. So. Okay, so that's a good question. Doesn't this look familiar? My legs. So over here, as a matter of fact, you know, let's use this. This part of the set actually answers your question quite well. Okay, so for power, since we're clearly in the morning here, The solar panels and wind are up at the top here. I don't think we have these plugged in, so we can actually use all these. Look at this. I feel like a piece of trash throwing all this on the ground. You're like, oh my goodness, all this high tier loot. Why would I be throwing it on the floor? You would never do this on an official server, dude. Not even the crappiest gear. Like, it's just it's lunacy is what it is. Okay, let me just pop in a few of these bad boys so we can get a better idea of what's going on here. We'll do this, a combiner. This bad boy, a switch, sure. Did we get a display? I can't remember. One of these. Did we get a switch? I don't know. Solar panels, great. Large battery, okay. Okay, so it's the beginning of the day here. So this is in the east. If you look here, this little guy, oh, there we go. It's putting out 20 units of power. Now, since we have admin control here, we can do things like this. I don't know, like 18? I don't know what time of day that would be. See how that just went down to 3? But we do have solar panels on either side. We have some pointing here for the morning and some for the afternoon. So you see this large solar panel, it's probably going down because it's actually, well, no, it's still getting 20. These do have to be exposed to open sky. Shadows don't currently, get in the way of this. But I think the plan is that they will at some point. You'll see that all the solar panels facing the west currently are generating 20 units of power. And what this little guy does, this red, let me go ahead and just make it midday so it's a little easier to see for you guys. Beep. Okay, so midday here, these solar panels, I don't know what this would do midday. Oh, I guess it needs to cross over. Wow, so the middle of the day doesn't have... No kidding. Huh. Well, anyway, so we have these guys right here. This root combiner takes 2 sources of power and combines them into one. Since these 2 solar panels are connected, they're both putting out 20 units of power, right? So this combiner takes them together and makes 40 units of power. Then we take other areas and sources of power and combine them. Since this is combining with the west side panels, they're not generating anything. So basically, you bring them all together, break your legs, and then we have it go into this battery over here, which currently, with all the things channeled together, is 80 units of power. I'm sorry, it's going into this guy. It's going into this big boy, which is currently all the way charged, 24,000 Rust-Watt minutes. What's up? Christopher says, hello. Hello? Please don't spam the chat. Says, I love your channel. He says, the best. He says, I hope you're doing well. Thank you. X-Gamer says, I have to go now. Bye. All right, man. Thanks for coming through. He says, where's the best secluded spot to build in? It changes. It changes with every wipe, right? So the map always changes. And it depends on where the traffic flow is, where the big groups are. It's a constant thing. What's up, Killer? He says, hey, cutie. What's up, B? So, yeah, now that we have our power sources going into the batteries, if we somehow were to lose these, right, in this case, I don't know, we were just to cut this supply off here, whatever's channeling through the battery will just start to take down the battery. So, basically what the battery does is when it's nighttime or whatever, it makes it so things can still run. Yes? Like, even though we have no power coming through, I don't think... Yeah, we don't. Okay, there's literally nothing. This battery still has power in it. So we can still power things like lights. Or turrets. And you want to really... And you're probably like, okay, cool, that's nerdy, but like, why do we care? Turrets, that's why. Turrets are your offline protection and online. And more importantly, with this new update coming through, that notification block and the companion app for your phone, it's going to tell you when you're getting offline or raided. This is the spam reminds me of Stewie saying, Mom. Yeah, it does. This is, what's up, BB? Christopher says, oh, gee, you saw what I said. Yeah, I saw. I was just explaining something. It takes me a minute to catch up sometimes. What's up? Oh, Killer! We got a new member on deck. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Welcome. Colon Jade. You will see It should show you an autocomplete list of different emojis for the channel. Thank you, sir. And you got that loyalty badge next to your name now. Strutting your stuff on comments and on the chat. Yes, yes. He's on the green team. What's up? Peak says, wow. Says, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. So what I like to do is when the batteries are charged, and I'll show you one of my units over here. When they're charged up, I like to pick them up and then store them. So if you're getting raided, you've got backup power. So basically when you pick this bad boy up, it's going to maintain its entire charge. And that, like, these are already done. So I'll pick this up and I'll pick this up and we'll stick it in our little bunker. Oh look, it's a green door. We're right on brand. Like here, this whole unit is using 300 units of power, which is overkill. You would be managing your power a lot more, but since we're spawning in our own stuff, it's no big deal. But all of these currently have full charge. So yeah, if you're getting raided or something, or you need to, you're like, hey, I'm going to be offline for a while, like a day or two, you could take all your charged up batteries and link them all together. You don't have to worry about, did I just place that backwards like a dummy? I sure did. At least I'm just going to throw this off to the side like it's nothing. What's up? So many reds. What's up, Grouchy? Christopher says, I have to go now. Bye. Says, have a good day. Thanks, man. Says, so for the turret system, would it be ideal to have multiple battery banks in a single base or in different corners? That's entirely up to you. Again, that's some of the nuance of just building in general. I like to have redundancies whenever we can, but again, since resources are so scarce in this game, that's a big part of it, right? You have to really just make do with what you have and then kind of go from there. Alright, so we just connected these, and then we're going to take this little guy, which is what, 99 units of power. We'll just... But you can already see, like, just in the small amount of stuff I'm showing you here, like, you're like, oh man, there's some stuff to this. You know it. And then again, we have 200 units of power. 100 units of power being combined into 200. And then this switch controls the power coming through. And then we split it into roughly 100 apiece. And then these will slowly charge over time. We can show more electronic examples later. So check this out. When you have a turret that's powered, you need so many units of power. And then if to get a target like this little guy did, you can also take the output, and if you notice, this counter goes up every time there's a target. So you can start to say, hey, if I'm out there farming, I need to know if some scrubs were by the base sniffing around. That's one way to do it. Says, I'll be back later, guys. Hell yeah. Is Russ coming on CD? I don't know. Says, I'm finally home from a 55-day quarantine at work. Dang, dude. Says, does 011 only make updates to Rust? Beta on official game during the weekdays? Yeah, I mean, it's just like a normal. You notice this counter keeps going up. You can also connect different outputs here to say when it's low on ammo. You can also do one that says, I'm out of ammo. And it's important to have these managing power because, again, these take 10 units of power to run. And that may not seem like a lot, but that can determine how long you run things. Good example, we just charged up a battery, didn't we? All right, so let me take one of these medium batteries, and we're going to give you a more real-world example. Yes, we're going to disconnect the power source, which this is like a creative block, more or less. You won't see that on official. But you would see something like this. This little guy right here is a charged medium battery. This is definitely something you will see. And you may not know what to do with it. You might recycle it or drop it, but we already charged this. So let's say we're like, look, we got to go out and farm, but this little turret is going to protect our front door, right? Like, because we know there's a ton of players here. So what you would want to do is you would want to have a battery charged up as much as possible, and then plugging it into this circuit, right? Wait, what? Am I out of my mind? Oops, I plugged in the wrong way. I am so bad. Power out is what I meant to do. Duh. Okay. So you'd want to manage your power well, just because... Okay, so we turn on the circuit. And then if you look, it tells you how long you have before this battery is depleted. Now remember, this was at 9,000 rust watt minutes. We have 10 hours and 42 minutes. That's not bad, right? But that's only one turret. So the more you can manage your power and bring down your active usage, right? So this is using about 14. I bet we could shave some off, but your time would go up. So you can start to see how, yeah, you can just throw them together to make whatever work is going to work. But if you take the time to really save the battery life, you can have an extended turret time. And this doesn't have to be sitting outside. This could very easily be inside, protecting things as people break into the first door, right? Does that kind of make sense? I think Joe's going to delay Rust. It all seems simple, but time-consuming. Yeah, it's not too bad, though. This is all... Wait, it says it's all a whole new ball game when you want a clean wire wall. What's a clean wire wall? Looking forward to making trap bases. Yeah, there's so many different ways to do it, too. Oh, my goodness! Kimmy, thank you. I'm so sorry. I just now saw this. This is Green Team Rules. Thank you very much for the most generous donation. Kimmy with the 50. My goodness. My goodness. So sorry for the delay. Let me go ahead and make sure that pops again. I know it probably did, but... Oh my. Thank you very much, Kimmy. Much appreciated. Doodle-lit. Amazing wires. Oh, yeah. It's not too bad. This one looks crazy, and there's ways to, like, reduce this. And again, I know it is a bit much at first, but once you put together even a simple circuit, it starts to make a lot more sense pretty quickly. And again, for people that don't even want to go into it, I'll make, or have been making, and will be making, videos that are like an easy template for you to just copy, and then that way it'll just be hopefully more accessible. Did that one go off? No purple team rules? Purple team. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to the, and I know we're going to be making whatever, but since these are coming, check this out. So, if we start up the other one, this is why this is so crazy, right? And it really is. So we're going to go in the staging branch. It says, what's better, scrap heli or a mini? It depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to take a group of people to a raid, 2 or more, right? Like yourself and somebody else. If it's 3 people, you probably want a scrap helicopter because you can take a lot. You can also shoot off the side. Well, you can shoot off the side of both of them. I like the mini. Which one do you prefer, weekly wipes or monthly? It just depends. I think this is the... Was this the one? I think it's Hangout. Alright, sorry. This one's going to be dark. Yeah, Kimmy's right. Depends on what you're doing. The minis, it's quicker, you know? It's more agile. It doesn't chew up as much gasoline. That's, because you got to feed the thing low grade. And that becomes a resource burn, you know? Oh, Lay. So here's why I'm so pumped for this update. Well, I mean, for a lot of reasons, but this notification block, just give you a summary while we're trying to figure out how to get it going. Hang on a second. Okay, good question. Last Life Gaming says, I've seen a lot of dates around that. You do see a lot of dates. This is the best estimate we have based off of current information, if you have not seen it already. Okay, so again, the night vision's coming, so that's pretty slick. It's this guy right here. Where are you? This server's cool, but like it's nighttime for far too long. It's this guy, the smart alarm and the smart switch. Okay, what does that do? Okay, so we just saw a basic application of some electricity, right? But let's say you're like, hey, I gotta sign off for the night, you know? Like I'm gonna go clap cheeks, I gotta go make a sandwich, you know, whatever. But like what's the biggest thing? If you played Ark, Conan, whatever, getting offline rated sucks. What those little guys can do right here is when it detects a person, it will send notification. It can send it to your team. But here's the other thing. There's going to be a companion app for the Android and the iOS. And so you will get a notification, depending on how you built your base and how you did your electronics, and if you have power, you'll get a notification on your phone that says, hey, you're getting raided, or there's 5 guys outside your base. So you can either get on Discord and tell your homies, hey, they're coming to touch our butt, or you can sign in and start clapping cheeks. How sick is that? And that's just what we can confirm. We don't know what it's actually going to do. And that's coming like in a week. Offline raid protection is what that is. Yeah, so since that's new, I kind of want to, you know, play around with it a little bit, see what's what. Okay, so since it's super dark in here, I think we're just going to make like a campfire and like light it or something. Yes? Until we can figure out our light situation. I know it's super dark. Okay, that's a little better, right? Okay, let's see if we can make a level 1 workbench. Come on, baby. Level 1, level 1. We got that? Can we do it? Oh, there we go. There's the commands. Items, new, guns, fuel, turret, armor. Scorpio says, when's the next video about Rust console coming out? They come out pretty quickly. I mean, we'll be releasing stuff about the console, but also videos that are more framed up for people, or like getting ready for the console, getting people ready for the console. So we try to frame a lot of that stuff up like that because we're gonna play the shit out of it. I can't wait to just load up Rust for the first time and not have to worry about hackers, dude. I cannot wait, dude. Okay, so we have to be able... There we go. I keep wanting to grab it out of the admin menu. I can't. Is the sun coming up? Yes. Yes. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. This is like a staging test map. You would never do this in an official... I mean, you would, but this is like the most expensive stuff ever. It's like, you want a $9 million mansion? Come at it. This is some expensive stuff I'm doing right now. Like, it's ridiculous. You wouldn't just be like, let's throw up a bunch of high quality. The implications of just putting up one wall gets expensive, let alone the upkeep. Thank goodness for lots of resources. Alright. I'm just trying to craft things so we can see what's going on. There we go. Okay, so we got this one. We're just going to slap it down. Platow. And then we got to make level 2. Just because I want to see how these things, the new stuff works. Do you think it'll come May 7th? I've heard that rumor. I don't know. I certainly hope so, but I don't have anything to, like, solidify that yet. So I don't know. I hope. I mean, I'm always hoping it's every damn day, right? Like, I'm always checking. That's for sure. I always want it. Okay, I don't have to make 2 of those. Did they just drop scrap on the ground? Oh, it's because I canceled the craft. Okay. Okay. That sun is moving so fast. Okay, what's next? Okay, the workbench is coming. Come on, baby. Okay. Since we kind of have, there's like, this is like a test map. It's huge and it's just kind of like a bunch of flat land to test building and stuff. We're gonna have to try to shotgun some knowledge very quickly. Is it Rick? He says, I need to go by. Alright, man, peace. He says, I thought May 7th as well. He says, just because the console and the app may go hand in hand. That's true. That's true. It might. I like I said, I hope it does, but I haven't seen anything to like solidify that yet, so I don't know. Man, I'd be sick if it did. Kind of want to have some pants, you know what I mean? Well, that guy, what did the chat say? It was like farm or something? What was it? Something like that. We're just gonna start doing big boy research like this. Like, experiment! Water jugs. What we get in there? Oh, cute. Okay, great. That'd be cool if it was May 7th. I'd be totally down, dude. Since I never played the game, but I've watched so many videos, I basically know everything about the game. Nice. Bam! Imagine if the beta comes out with the update. Oh, that'd be sick. Don't tease me, man. I wish. I wish. Yeah, it's gonna be the annoying part. We're gonna have to do this like a bunch of times. Okay, let's get that. I keep hitting F1 like I'm the admin here. I'm not. Okay, we're gonna make a campfire. We're gonna close our door so we don't get robbed. Because people can still kill us here even though this is a test server. You know how it is. It's Rust. That's a very good way to put it. Peak. Hang on, I'll read it inside. I just don't want to crash. Peak said, "This is. I feel like I know a bunch about it, but when I finally play it, I realize I know nothing." That is extremely true about this game. Like you're like, okay, we're gonna do like whatever. Actually, you know what? Putting it in here is probably a bad idea because then I can't build. Yeah, you'll find out best laid plans are going to change rapidly. Oh no. Because when you get shot at, it changes everything. And I mean everything. I don't know how long we'll play creative for it, like right now, just because we're so used to playing official and stuff. We might just switch over to official tonight at some point. Because I miss it. I miss getting shot at, you know? I need it in my life. I need it. Better. Right? Is it better? Isn't that cute? I guess we can make a hatch frame or something, right? I guess. I just, like, while we're doing this, I just don't want some fool coming by going, hey, nice base, get wrecked. I mean, they might. Did I make the hatch? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. And let's make one of these. I forgot about Rust console until I saw one of your videos. Ooh, baby. It says, will there be split screen? This is, I want it to come out July 27th. That's my birthday. I mean, July is definitely a possibility, or even before then. But we'll see. Like, there could be some things that change. You know, they could run into something during the development. So who knows? Although, from what I can tell, it looks like it's coming along at a very good clip, and that's good news. Potato seeds for potatoes. They dropped scrap on the floor? I sure did. What's up, Sergeant? He says, it's May 4th here. May the 4th be with you. Oh, yes. That's right. Dark side or light side? Whatever gets me paid. Ah, didn't mean to drop that. Blueberries are delicious. HBF? Here, we'll turn off the... Sorry. Normally this isn't how you do research. You would take the item and then research it. There it is! We learned it did it. I'm hoping I get some kind of light off the first one. That's kind of why I'm looking at it. Yeah. Just, I seriously cannot wait for it to come out. Dude, I know. Like, just looking at the little pieces I've shown you already, you're like, wow, that's a lot. And, like, the building is getting crazy. And if you didn't know, while we're, like, doing this, might as well talk through it. So, you know about the different building squares, right? Like, you've got the square and then the triangle. Well, it turns out there's going to be some new building squares for the triangle piece. We're going to have the triangle hatch frame, and was a quarter or 1/3 stairs. And it may not sound like a lot, but like when you have these basic like building blocks added, it opens it up so much. That notification block is, I really want to get my dirty little fingers on there. I want to see how much power it uses. I want to see what the connector pieces are. I know the companion app isn't out yet, but like we'll get a pretty good idea of like how it probably hooks in. I played Rust once, but watched so many videos about it and instantly made a base, but forgot how to lock it up. Forgot to put a lock on it. Eek. Yeah, Rust will teach you those lessons real fast. Like, if you ever see this, just a pro tip for anybody trying to play. Okay, if you ever come across a door and it's not red, that's extremely bad. That means any fool can come up, rekey it, and lock you out. And a lot of times when people come in to type codes, they'll sometimes double hit it and they'll unlock it by accident. So like, if you're going by someone's base and you see green, steal it. Steal it quick. Green bad, red good. Always make sure they're red. It's just a quick read. You know, it's funny I got shotgun traps chilling right there. Yeah, boy. It says, this game is what every survival game wishes it was. It really does. Everything you've ever wanted in a survival game, I feel like this game's doing it. And even stuff you haven't even thought of yet. I really do. This game's sick like that, man. I freaking love it. Sorry, this will take a minute, but after we do this, we should be good. I just don't know of a quicker way to do it. DJ Scooters, thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. And again, Gunner, Dr. Kimmy, thank you very much for the donation. Donations. Yes? Appreciate you. Kimmy, you coming in for the festivities later? Or now? Or whenever? Keegan said he was going to be joining us a little bit later, right? Said he had to do some homework. Boo, homework. Even made an airlock. Ooh. Remember, kids, stay strapped or get clapped. Okay. This is another. Ooh, we found one of these bad boys. Okay. When you're looking at like what you want to take outside, you always want to take cheap stuff, right? And you heard me talk about Workbench 1 or Workbench 2 type things. Well, oftentimes you'll see us take things. Let me just go ahead and pop this open so you can see. You'll see us take all the way up until the end of a wipe sometimes, depending on how bad it is outside. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? It slid down one, didn't it? Or am I crazy? Okay, this guy. Water pipe. It only shoots once and then you have to reload. But here's why I'll take this one out every single time. It costs fragments and wood. No components. Easy. So if you lose it, not the worst thing, right? So it was like 200 wood, 100 fragments, or 50 fragments. Whatever it is, there's no components. Then you'll see us take out things like a bow, right? Oh, you should always have a bow, no matter what. Just always. Or a crossbow, or both. What's the other one we take out all the time that's super cheap? The revolver is super cheap. I want to say that's... Oh man, I can't remember. I think it's a pipe. It does take one pipe. Okay, it does. One pipe, 25 cloth, 125 fragments to make. So you'll see why we don't ever melt pipes. They're used in everything from pythons to... They're used in a lot of different weapons and a lot of different things that are very... But you'll notice that it's a Workbench 1, right? Easy. You'll get a ton of pipes. So you'll see us do things like revolvers. Not to mention the bullets for it are cheap. So, yeah, double barrels are another one too. Yeah, once you start to get these BPs, you'll see us taking the low tier stuff quite often. Just because, you know, you don't need a higher workbench to do so, if that makes sense. How much does a keypad cost? Keypad costs 100 metal fragments. That's an excellent question. Keypad, 100 fragments. I will often, in the very beginning, and I've done this kind of recently, hang out by the outpost when you first start and start to trade in. When you get scrap, trade... Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm looking at it. Where are you? Okay. Right here, 250 metal fragments for 25 scrap. I will go to the outpost and not attack anybody because this will protect me, but more importantly, I can trade 25 scrap for 250 metal fragments. That's 2 code locks. That's 1 for your TC and 1 for your door. And if you do another one, you could even do a metal door, which costs, what, 150? Actually, no, scratch that. You don't need to put one on your TC. For 250, you can literally do a code lock and a metal door for 25 scrap. Easy, man. These are all metal doors. They're just pretty metal doors. It's so much faster. That way you don't have to make a furnace to get there. It's beautiful. Doctor says saying hello. He says, yeah, 15, 20 minutes. Yes. He says, I remember when ARK first came out on console. I played it for so long until I had nothing to do. He says, but Rust is going to be much, much better. Yes. Yes, it is. For multiple reasons. What's up, Roberto? This is Jade. Will there be nudity on Rust for consoles? No. At least in the US there won't be. I know for a fact, let me make sure I don't screw myself over here. It'll just have the underwear. As far as I know. I think that's what Gary said last. Just because the way they do the rating systems for the consoles, I think that's why. I don't mind a schlong or a freaking, or a bob here and there, you know what I mean? Says, I just watched your videos, he says, where you tried cloth for scrap to a gun. Yes, isn't that, like, ridiculously awesome? And that stuff some people aren't even thinking about now. Or even, this one's legit, too. You basically take down a Bradley for, fish. What's up? He says, that's a bummer. Now, it could be like Conan, where, if it's out in the UK, we could change our region, get the download for butt cheeks and boobies, and then, you know, download it, apply it, and then switch our region back to US. It could be like that too. Who knows? That's how you got nudity for Conan. Or I should say, full nudity because there were boobs, but there were no Schwanz pickles. But if you wanted a big old dingle, that's how you got it. Says, man, I've been going ham on DayZ lately. Dude, I love DayZ. I hope they give us something to show that they're working on the next update. And maybe they are. Maybe they're just being quiet about it. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they're working on it, and I hope we get to see what it is soon. It's a good thing I'm in the UK. There you go. Do you think it'll come out July or June? That's July or June. I can't talk. I think it's most likely going to happen there, but it could happen anywhere between now and then, yeah. And is that Spy Crisis the most recent info we got in a window? It should be on that guy right there. I love the electronics in this game so freaking much. Wait, what's that website? Oh, man. Oh, it's Rustrition. Yeah, okay. So if you got, I don't know how it works on mobile, but it's Rustrition. That'll help you with some electronic stuff. There it is. That's what I wanted. That stupid hat. Okay. You're probably like, why did you care about the hat? So we can see at all times? Okay. I don't like to play in admin mode for too long. Just because, I don't know, I feel like I'll lose touch with the actual gameplay. Okay, cloth. We're gonna need that. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of slapping stuff down. Okay, things that stack beyond their actual... Whatever I need to do a swap. There we go. Because these only stack 1,000. High quality only stacks to 100 normally. That only stacks to 500. I think those stack normally. These don't. 7,000 scrap is definitely way higher than what it should be. Those don't stack. These I don't think stack either. Okay, so let's see if we can get what we need here. Okay, build electric items, guns, fuel, meds, turret, comp, armor, farm? What was I trying to find? Oh yeah, farm. I think this is gonna have a cloth. Whoops. There we go. I tell you what, the composter is a very powerful thing. And again, in the video you saw with the APC, and even just some of the farming stuff, the cloth to high grade weapons, you can start to see to plug in and look at how to farm or progress a little bit differently. Is there cloth or am I crazy? There was no cloth there, was there? Damn it, Janet. Well, let's keep this cranking. This is Jade. What do you think of the achievements and trophies will be like on the Xbox and PS4? That's a good question. They'll probably be a lot like the trophies or achievements they have currently for Steam. A lot of it's the tutorial stuff that walks you through it in the beginning, I think. Is that a mining hat? You know it! I just need cloth. I don't want to have to, like... I guess we just go outside and plant these bitches. Not going to grow very well, though. We should really be closer to the water, shouldn't we? That's okay. This is just so we can learn things quickly. Or, I guess, as fast as we can do it here. Just throwing stuff on the ground like a douche. Jaloon? Yeah, that's close. Big old Dinkless. Says maybe we should twist Jade's arm to play some DayZ since most of the verifieds are here. Oh. I'm not opposed to it. The game plan, honestly, was to do DayZ tomorrow, Monday. I almost did it today. But I was like, you know, kind of want to do some of this stuff before the update comes through. I know it's Thursday, but, you know, I'm a freak. You're not a streamer unless you got a greasy forehead. Am I right? I didn't before we started, but somehow it gets that way. I never noticed until somebody said that one time, and I was like, you know, I think you're right. I do seem to get greasier. How do you think the download will be? I think it'll go well. I think I think the server queues are going to be insane. Hang on a second. BRB. Outbreak. What's up? Yeah, not on console yet. Not yet. Jade needs turrets. He's being stalked. Uh-oh. Think so? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I said probably forgot to take a pre-stream poop. Yeah, good point. Here we go. There's somebody running around. Uh-oh. Get these hippies out of here. Grant, I got you, dude. Most recent info and the best window we got so far. Bang, bang. Let me get shot. Yes, slow that, Doris. Wee, wee. Okay, we're gonna keep punching this. Bang, bang. This is how big do you think the download will be for the game? Oh man, I don't know. Because of the way the consoles do their encryption stuff, there's a lot of junk data mixed in there. So I think normally it would be like 20 gigs, but it might be anywhere between like 40 or 60 maybe, depending. I don't know. I'm guessing. That's a big fat guess. Oh yeah. I think if I empty out my pants. Here, let's just let's see if we can just do this, right? Right. Would you like a sprinkler? My dude. Oh yeah, those don't stack, do they? No, they don't. Bang, bang. I just want cloth, man. It says, is your mouse a pistol? No? Doot, 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 doot. It says the night goggles are very useful. Yes. Mouth kisses. Dude, I can't wait for Razorgon and Kimmy and Keegan and hopefully Porkchop. We gotta get stupid and shoot each other with bows and arrows. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it'll be 100 gigs. I could be wrong, but like the way they encrypt things on the console, I know it's going to be beefier than what the actual download is, just because of the way that works. Oh my goodness, Sergeant! With a super chat, with a dono, he says, let's get that beta bish. Thanks, man, I appreciate that. Sorry, that took like, man, I'm a jerk. That was 17 minutes ago. What an asshole. Man! Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you very much. Was that probably when I stood up? Okay, so that's a workbench too, right? Right. This is Jade. How do I become a verified player so I can play in your streams with you in the future? You start over in Discord, although we don't currently have it open for like Rust or anything, and we won't have it open until after until after release. If that makes sense. But yeah, Killer's got you. Discord. Thank you, Sergeant. I love your bush. Let me get this going. Let me pop it again. Pop it, baby. Thank you, Killer. Thank you. You know what I like? Cheese. Like actual cheese. It's delicious. Yeah, you can tell this is a test server. Look at this. It's crazy. Woo. So this is okay. This is no, you were talking to describing stuff. Man, dude. Sorry. Oh, I can't get back up. So if PC has an update, the console will have an update at the same time. I think that's how they want it to work, and if not, we'll be close behind it. If anybody's going to be able to keep up and keep solid, good working updates, it's going to be this company and 011 for sure. Yeah, I have no doubt. It says, see how he treats us new guys, Sergeant? I mean, Sergeant's not a new guy. I'm breaking my balls over here, killer. Says, I want to go to your server when the council releases. Yeah, we're definitely going to have our own, like, setup for it, for sure. Sorry, we should only have to do this one time. I just wanted to kind of punch through these. Alright, quick. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Baby. That's an attack helo. Uh-oh. We'll be able to use a keyboard and mouse with PS4 Rust? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if we do, I'm pretty sure you'd separate the servers. Get that beta, babe. I look amazing. Cold, lights, melee, and projectile. It's not terrible. I wish they had modded servers for console. They probably will. If it's all on the server side stuff, everything they have now is definitely doable for the console. I don't know what they have planned, but just based off of how the server structure works, I'd say a lot of the stuff that we have here is going to be doable. Does that make sense? Just in the way like Oxide works. I just tried to jump and use NoClip to like, because I thought I owned the server. I don't. I just, you see that little jump I did? I was like, uh-oh, I can't fly. Is that what it's like to be a superhero and then not be a superhero? Because that shit sucks. Just how does the verification work? I don't see anything about it in Discord. It actually is sitting in the Daisy chat, and that's for Daisy. It's a pinned message at the top. But I don't think we're currently doing verifications at the moment. Dude, right after I got up, I was like, nah, now I feel like I got a boogie hanging on my nose. I'm like, Degenerate. Okay, so whoops. Electric heater, power pump, night vision goggles, water pump. Okay, cool. What was the other stuff? It was like items or some shit. Items. Garage door, jackhammer, scrappy scrap. Okay, 20,000 scrap. My goodness. Okay, yeah, we're good. Just gonna keep doing this for a minute. A long minute. What was the other one? It was like electric one. Oh my. Look at this. I'm getting like rocket tubes. You know how many times we had to do that before? A lot. That's one of the new pieces. Hanging out in the cold areas is going to be pretty legit. This is really cool too. We're going to go to the water and check it out. Okay, so quick lesson for anybody that doesn't know. Let's say, okay, so you could do research like this on the different benches, but it's not that cost effective for your scrap. What you really want to do is find something that you do want to learn. Take the item, right? Like if you find it in the wild, steal it from somebody, whatever. And then the research costs, in this case, you place it on the research bench, and it costs you 75 scrap. And that's how much it'll cost. And then you have the BP. then you can make them. Sniper says, what are you doing right now? Just trying to get some of these BPs down so we can see what the new stuff's all about. And like this guy, 75. Those are all workbench too, my goodness. Yikes. One of the major things you're going to find right away, garage doors are extremely useful. Extremely. So when you find them, you want to research them immediately. They're expensive too. They cost gears and metal fragments, but they are so worth it. But they do open slowly. They are basically one satchel charge away from an actual stone wall, if that makes sense. Trying to think, is there anything else stupid I need to learn here? I think that's it for that. Yeah. So yeah, that's always the better way to go, but depending on the level of the item, the research can cost a lot. If on the research table, and then you can do experiments, which cost a lot, and then you kind of go between all the different things that are in that tier of workbench. Not the most cost-effective way to do it, but since we literally have unlimited scrap on the server, we're just going to do it this way. Yeah, where is Odin? I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he was sleeping, you know? That poor son bitch. Yeah, I'm just trying to get all this experimentation stuff down, and then we're going to move to the shoreline here. Whoops. And then we're going to try out some of the new pieces and parts, even hang out here to see how well the heater works. This will just kind of give us a leg up so we can hit the ground running on Thursday. That's my thought anyways, because I know the crew's coming on in a little bit, and then we're going to go over to our custom server and then beat cheeks. Because that is always fun, no matter what. I was wondering if you know anyone, if Rust on console will support mouse and keyboard, specifically Xbox One. I don't know. I would assume so, but if that is the case, they're definitely going to have separate servers for that, for sure. Just by the way Gary talked about the differences between the two, he's well aware of the control differences between mouse, keyboard, and a controller, and he would definitely separate it. So. No, I'm not on Xbox yet. Oh man, are you kidding me? We'd see a queue right now. It would be like, queue, 2 hours. I'd be like, alright guys, let's play Slither. Oh, it stinks. I will be on Xbox when we play the beta. And again, since crossplay between console and console is going to be a thing, and if they do it during the beta, it won't matter which one I'm on, will it? We're all going to be clapping each other's cheeks. Because when you think about it, though, the Xbox controller and the PlayStation controller, I know they're different, but really they're the same. Like, we have the same control buttons, you know what I mean? For the most part. What did he say? He says, do you? Say what? Look at all these. Man, I'd be getting so excited if we actually hit these rolls. Like, yeah! You see how expensive this is? Do you think it's going to be a big game on PS4? Like size or like popularity? I think yes to both of those. You've unlocked everything. I've never seen that before. Everything in Tier 2 has been unlocked. That's crazy, dude. I've never seen that message before. Now, be nice, Toxic. Respect everybody's platform. Come on now. It's going to be so awesome that we get to play it. There we go. I was looking for that guy. Oh, yeah. Since this server is primarily cycling night a lot. Do you wanna make out what? Look at that double barrel, you sexy bat. I've never seen that, like, you researched everything. It's like looking at a thing. It's like you've reached the end of the internet. You'd be like, what? I knew that's possible. It's so I'm like burning scrap at an alarming rate. This would never happen in the real thing. Only in Fantasyland. Do you think it'll be cross-play with PC later? No, it will not be cross-play with PC ever. According to Gary, console to PC will never be cross-play. And honestly, that is a wonderful thing. One of the guys, I forget who said it, in one of my comment sections on one of the videos said, he goes, and I said it in one of my videos, I was like, it would be cool to play with your friends and stuff, but like, let's get real. If I wanted to play with the hackers, I would just play on my PC. You know what I mean? It's basically what it turns into is a bunch of hackers hack the console players, and the console players can do nothing about it. They just get abused. And not to mention the difference between mouse and keyboard and controller. Like, that's a whole nother argument in itself. But like, what's really sucks is that normally on console we don't have to worry about anything hacker related. And then all of a sudden, like, just look at, what is it? Fucking Warzone. That's cancer, dude. If you do crossplay on freaking Warzone, what's that like right now? Anybody want to chime in the chat? What's that like on a scale from 1 to awful? Look how much stuff there is to research. My goodness. Uh-oh. I'm just getting like freaking AK rolls. You know, that's so... That's like the luckiest roll ever. Trust me. That would be awful. And like, a lot of people are like, oh, the controller difference? Like, yeah, for sure. But I'm telling you right now, the biggest problem would definitely be... Sergeant says, it sucks. It's garbage. Especially when you're getting owned by a hacker. It's the worst. And like, it kills your game experience, whether you're on PC, and especially when you're on console. That's honestly the biggest reason why I'm excited for Rust on consoles. We can actually play with no hackers. I promise you it'll be different, like DayZ's different when the first time you sign in, because you're like, oh, I can actually hide stashes, and hackers don't know where they are. Like, you actually have to go find them. That's amazing. Stashes are working the way they should. And that sounds weird, but I mean, that was the difference. You know, people land 800-meter shots, but they're good shots, you know, and they don't always land them the first time. Well, guess what? On PC, they're landing them all the damn time. And DayZ. Sea of Thieves, he says, you don't think about moving. You think about moving in your day before you can move your stick. Yep. Yeah, thank goodness it's not crossplay. Look at, I just got explosives, an AK, and time charge like back to back. Can we just appreciate how ridiculous that is? Yeah, trust me. Anybody who's playing doesn't want crossplay with PC. You inherit all the problems of PC, and then you can do nothing about it. And you have less performance, so it's like, it's the worst. I seen you live streaming, and I was like, Rust on console, but no. Yeah, sorry. You'll know when it is. You will know. I will let you know. Oh, you know what? Can I?